early in the morning, even though he's been gone now for 22 years. They still say at Kirkwood's in Studio City that this man still hits balls there every morning, and most of them travel over 300 yards. That's the Mike they all know and love. You can still hear the whack of the ball on the club.
You're not shooting, are you?
As Mike's apparition passes over Studio City. I can still see him taking that club back with great patience, and then wally-copping the ball high over the fence into the boonies of Studio City's finest aqueduct. That's the Mike that we want to remember, and that some people say they still see morning after morning after morning. Pow!
The ball didn't sound right. Still with it.
You know, it hit hard.
Lesson today deals with power golf. In other words, hitting the ball long. Hitting the ball long depends upon three basic factors: a weight shift, shoulder turn, and a good hand cock. When I go to hit the ball long, my normal speed of a backswing is 1 second. My normal speed of the foreswing is 1 second. In other words, 1001, 1001 would make me go from the ball to the top of the backswing and to the finish of the swing. When I try to hit the ball long, I reduce my time limit for the two sides to 1.5 seconds. In other words, 3/4 of a second on the backswing and 3/4 of a second on the foreswing. I try to get more extension out of my hands and arms on the backswing, more wind up of the shoulders, and a quicker shift and a quicker follow through with the right side. You must strike the balls firmly with the hands. So you have a shift of weight on the backswing, full turn of the shoulders, full extension of the hands and arms, a fast shift from your right side to the left side, full extension of the arms, and really striking it strongly with the hands. It's not a pull, it's not a push, it's a snap, throw, a cast of the club head through the ball. I'm going to illustrate that to you just now.
How long is your longest drive?
My longest drive is 515 yards, 1974, Las Vegas, Nevada, playing in the U.S. National Open Seniors.
How long was the hole?
415, the ball almost carried on the green on the fly. It was on the first bounce and rolled 65 yards beyond the back end of the green.
And all the officials were there?
Well, editors for 2 golf magazines and the Nevada Sun, and about 2,500 spectators, because Chandler Harper, Pete Fleming, and I were the 3 leaders of the tournament. So we had all the gallery, or most of it anyway.
And what book did you go into?
The Guinness World Book of Records.
As the longest drive, what?
Ever hit in competitive golf. People have hit it off of solid frozen lakes and off of mountains, things like this, but that isn't golf. Like dropping a ball out of a plane or something, you know.
Yeah, but you hit it, you're in the Guinness Book of Records.
That's true.
As the longest drive
ever hit in competitive golf. It was basically an act of God. No one can hit it this far. It was like we defied all basic laws of physics. The ball just took off, it stayed level instead of making a parabolic curve, you see. Yeah. It's like freaks of nature. This is a freak in sports, that's all.
And how old were you? Well, I shouldn't ask that. How old were you at the time?
64.
That was some feat. Okay,
yes.
hold on.
A slow motion swing showing how I get more extension out of my arms by trying to keep my hands from collapsing in, like this is a center pole of a tent. Now, if you let this drop in like that, you've broken your bow and your string. You must keep that center pole from your sternum slot to your wrist the same distance all the way throughout the swing. To get power, you've got to have a good shift of weight, a good shoulder turn, a good cock of the wrist, good extension out of the hands and arms. You must have a fast forward shift, a strong snap of the club with the hands, and a good rotation, anterior rotation of the right side around the posted left. And you must complete the swing in balance. You must be in balance on your left leg when you hit the ball. Although almost like you could stand up on one leg. Now that's in balance on the left leg. And finish in balance on the left leg. If you will notice, my shoulder is here when I address the ball. I'm going to move. We've been through the fundamentals on how to hold the club, how to stand. So now I'm going to do a slow motion to show you how I increase the rotation of the shoulders, extension, more extension, higher hands for power. Are you taking it? Okay. I'm going to start this backswing. I do a forward press. I'm going to shift my weight to the right leg. Turn my shoulders. They're going to move my arms. I'm going to swing my hands into a cock position, keeping my hands extended. Good shoulder rotation. To start the downswing, I'm going to move my left hip forward, my left shoulder forward and up. My right heel extends, right ankle extends, right knee flexes. My right elbow starts unfolding. My arms start a roll. The right arm is pronating, the left arm is supinating. I go into the ball. My left hand goes into hop extension, my right hand goes into flexion. At this point here, I'm going to pronate my right arm over the left and do a radial flexion of the left wrist and a flexion of the left elbow and continue around till I finish in balance on the left leg with my stomach facing the target. Side. Do the same swing using a side view. Doing a forward press, shift the weight from a 2-foot balance, 2-hip balance to 1. My hands starting to cock, keeping the extension of my arms. My right arm has to fold so I can hold on with both hands. I'm going to continue rotating my shoulders until I get the club head at least horizontal to the ground. My hands are high. My left elbow is bisecting my right ear and right shoulder. I am now fully wound up. I've got good extension out of my arms. I've got my hands cocked, got firm grip on the club, ready to start the downswing. I'm going to start the downswing by shifting from a right foot balance over to a left foot balance by moving my left hip forward, rotating my left shoulder up, bringing my right heel up, flexing my right knee, start unfolding the right elbow, start turning the right forearm and left forearm, going through the ball, and left hand going into hip extension, right hand going into flexion. At this point here, I am pronating over the left thumb with the right palm. Now the left wrist will do a radial flexion. Left elbow is doing a flexion. The body's continue to turn. All the weight is now on the left leg. Finish the swing with the high hands. Balance on the left leg. The right hand goes from the left heel to the back center of the ball, perpendicular to the target. Now I'm ready to start the back swing. Forward step. Shift from a 2-foot balance to a right foot balance. Turning the shoulders, cocking the hands. Right elbow is bending because it has to be able to hold on with both hands. Getting full extension out of the arms, full cocking of the hands, full rotation of the shoulders. Now about 70% of my weight is now on the right leg, and I'm ready to start the downswing. I start the downswing by shifting my weight off of the right leg onto the left leg, by moving my left hip forward, turning my left shoulder up, rotating the shoulders, unfolding the right elbow, starting a forearm roll to square up the club face to the back center of the ball. Continue the club head to the point that my right hand has gone into hop extension, my right hand has gone into flexion. Now at this point here, I'm going to do a pronation over the left thumb, flexion of the left elbow, and a radial flexion of the left wrist. Continue around till I complete the finish with my hands high, my weight balanced on the left leg.
I get it.
Okay.
What are you doing? What do you think? What do you think about that? Why do you say you're getting a lot of power now?
Because I'm giving a little more turn of the shoulders, a little faster shift of my weight, both forward and backwards, backwards and forwards, and more striking force with the hands.
So what's that give you?
Long drive, a lot of power. Boy, this ball is dead as a donut, you know what?
Now, you hit that, what would you say that would be normally with a good ball?
I wouldn't know. You can't. That ball right there had no resiliency at all. This is a driving range ball, some of them down to 30 pounds per square inch compression.